Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look too easy.
Today we're going to be reacting to why dating in Japan is impossible. This caught my attention because I actually have a cousin that he went to Japan on a foreign exchange student, and what's crazy is he fell in love with a woman, got married to her, and never came back to the United States. I mean, he came back to visit a few times, but that boy is now in Japan learning Japanese. Well, he learned Japanese now. He's speaking it fluently and started a whole new life in Japan. So when I saw this, it definitely caught my attention because I was like, I know somebody that just ended up marrying a Japanese woman as a black guy. So let's get right into it. Maybe they're gonna talk about some things that we didn't know when it comes to, you know, the dating scene in Japan. And you know, I've always wanted to go to Japan, so that's something that I'm excited for. But before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you so much for the support you guys have been showing on this channel. It's been growing, the community's been amazing. I love you guys, I appreciate y'all, and let's keep it pushing. Let's do it.
Japanese women are refusing to date Japanese men, and the reason why is way more insane than you think.
Okay, so right off the top, they not trying to date Japanese men. They into other men, but not Japanese men. Got it.
This isn't just about attraction. It's a complete shift in how relationships work in Japan. And here's where things get crazy. It's not just Japanese men getting rejected. A lot of women don't want to date foreign men either. There are massive cultural differences, hidden biases, and honestly some brutal truths that most people don't even talk about. But before we get into that, let's start with something shocking.
Oh my God.
All right, so there's a real phenomenon happening in Japan right now, which you might have seen across YouTube, and that is where men are giving up on dating entirely. They're called herbivore men, guys who have zero interest in pursuing women, getting married, or even
What the hell is that about?
trying to flirt. Some of them are too focused on work, others are just tired of rejection, and some, they've simply decided it's not worth the effort. Yeah, and the result? A growing number of Japanese women are frustrated, single, and looking for alternatives. And yeah, some of them turn to foreign guys.
I'm gonna get myself a cute Japanese girlfriend, and the thing that sucks is most of the time it completely works. You know, obviously, if you're a foreigner, there's a lot of people who really like foreign people in Japan. You can almost have an easier time dating in Japan. I know I had an easier time dating here than in London, but also that could just be my own experience and not a collective experience of everyone watching this. So I'm gonna give.
But this only applies to a small percentage of women. And even then, there are some major problems. Okay, this sucks, but it's true that a lot of Japanese women think Western men smell bad.
Really?
And no, this isn't some weird stereotype. It's a real issue. And if you think that's bad, it gets much worse. In the West, beards are a symbol of masculinity. In Japan, not so much. A lot of women actually prefer clean-shaven men.
Really?
So if you're walking into Japan thinking
That's kind of crazy. I did not know that.
your rugged Chris Hemsworth beard is going to make you stand out, you might be in for a shock when it actually turns women away.
You don't need to be Schwarzenegger or Dwayne Johnson in Japan to be attractive as a guy. Actually, it can be even negative sometimes, and that's no surprise. Because if you compare to Western women, Japanese women are generally smaller and shorter, and chances are that she's gonna feel kinda overwhelmed or even scared when meeting a guy like this. So rather than having a big muscular body, these are more important usually, and that's why they might look
I guess I won't be falling in love with no Japanese woman, because I ain't gonna lie, I ain't trying to turn into no scrawny, beardless nigga.
too feminine to Western people.
But let's say you pass the hygiene and facial hair test. There's still one massive cockblock standing in your way. Language. This is
Hey, yo, what was that frame?
the killer. It's by far the biggest reason why foreign men struggle to date in Japan. Most Japanese women don't speak English fluently.
Really?
And if you don't speak Japanese,
Well, yeah, I believe that because my cousin literally had to learn Japanese. Like, he speaks Japanese perfectly now.
でも言語の壁はありますけど、
例えばどの国の人がいいとかってなんかあります？
どこでも行けるな。どこでも行けるけど、ヨーロッパ系かアメリカ系を。
congratulations. Your dating pool just shrank to almost nothing. There are plenty of stories of Western guys who thought they had a great connection with a Japanese woman, only to realize they were stuck in a cycle of awkward Google Translate conversations. It's fun at first, but the novelty wears off fast when you can't have a real conversation.
Yeah.
So what happens? Well, in my experience, foreigners turn to dating apps as like the first thing they do. And this is where things get really weird. Because Tinder in Japan, it's a completely different beast. If you're a Western guy, you might expect it to work the same way it does back home. Swipe, match, chat, meet up. Nope, not even close. First off, good luck finding a real name. Most Japanese women use fake initials, random words, or even emojis instead of
I don't even know what the hell that says.
their actual names. And profile pictures? Yeah, half of them are either anime characters, blurred faces, or just food.
Really?
Seriously.
What the fuck? How am I supposed to know I'm attracted to then?
Some people literally put sushi as their profile pic, and that's not even the weirdest part. A huge number of Japanese women on Tinder aren't even looking for a boyfriend. Some just want to practice their English. Others are just curious about talking to foreigners but have zero intention of meeting up. And then you've got the worst case scenario. Women who are straight up afraid of being seen dating a foreigner. Japan is still a country where standing out too much is looked down upon. And for some women, dating a foreigner is seen as too different or even embarrassing.
Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
YouTubers won't tell you this, but it's true for many people. But let's say you do find a match. You start talking, things are going great, you're about to meet up, and then you hear this phrase, "I've always wanted to date a foreigner." Congratulations, you've just met a gaijin hunter. Gaijin hunter is a term for Japanese women who exclusively date foreigners. Sounds good, right?
Yeah.
Like, who wouldn't want to be the type of guy?
It's kind of like you're just a joyride. It's kind of like they're, and if that was your, goal from the beginning, you're just out there to have a good time and, experience a foreign, a Japanese woman and, y'all part y'all ways, then maybe I guess that's cool. But, if you settle down living in there for real, I could see how that could feel. I feel like it can easily make you feel used, It's kind of like, oh, I just wanted to test you out. You know what I'm saying? I could definitely see how as a man it's like, well, what do you mean? I'm not a toy.
Guy they're looking for. Well, here's where it gets a little messy. A lot of gaijin hunters don't actually care about you. They care that you're foreign. Some of them are just obsessed with Western culture. Some have a checklist of nationalities they want to date. Yeah, this has actually happened from time to time.
Wow.
There are stories of guys who thought they found the perfect girlfriend, only to find out she literally had a list of countries she wanted to try. And it's not just about Western men. Some Japanese women actually prefer Latino men, Middle Eastern men, or even South Asian men because they find their features more exotic or masculine.
You never cheat, right?
No, of course.
So you never hung out with other girls, right?
No, never.
So you never go to those places like brothels, right?
え、なんで？あれはお金払ってるから浮気じゃないよね。
What the hell? That was cool as fuck. I want to learn Japanese. I don't know if I have the patience for it though. I don't know if I have the patience to learn any other language. Y'all let me know. Do y'all know multiple languages? That shit's fire. Anybody that does, I have a lot of respect for you.
Some ladies also want a green card, which I thought strange, as I always see Japan as wealthy and amazing. But the reality is Japan has a brutal work culture. Long hours, insane expectations.
My cousin told me about that. It's a normal work shit could be 12 to 15 hour days. 12 to 15 hour days. I've heard, he told me that, he loves it there, but the work environment's crazy. And the best scenario as an American, if you wanted to live in Japan, is to really just have your own money and not have to be embedded in the work culture in Japan, because it's brutal. It's brutal, especially if you're coming from like the US and probably working, 8 to 10 hour shifts, which, that could be brutal within itself. But imagine 12 to 15 hour shifts every day. And that's like the baseline. Like they still might push your ass for overtime. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Especially an individual like me, man, I didn't even like part-time work. So I don't think I would have been able to survive that.
And basically no work-life balance. Some women want out, and dating a foreigner is their escape plan.
Not trying to ruin your fantasy over Japanese guys. I don't know why you have fantasy Japanese guys, because Japanese guys are horrible in my opinion. But these are the reasons why I wouldn't date a Japanese guy if I was a straight woman. If I was gay, probably it wouldn't be as bad. I don't know.
But here's where things get even crazier.
What the hell is that nigga talking about? I didn't understand that.
A lot of Japanese women aren't just rejecting Japanese men, they're rejecting dating entirely. Yeah, and this is where the real problem comes in. Japan is facing a massive population crisis. The birth rate is collapsing, People aren't
This is starting to sound similar to that South Korea video that we reacted to. Man, what's going on? Y'all don't wanna have babies?
getting married. They aren't even dating. There are entire businesses built around renting boyfriends and girlfriends because
What?
people are so disconnected from real relationships. And for women, there's a lot of pressure. The expectation is still there. Get married, have kids, be a traditional wife. But modern Japanese women, they're not interested. So what does this all mean? Simple. The entire dating scene in Japan is breaking down. It's not just about Japanese men failing to attract women. It's not just about foreign men struggling with cultural differences. It's all of it. A complete societal shift. Fewer relationships, more isolation. And the idea of romance in Japan, it's disappearing. And here's the big twist. If you're a foreigner thinking Japan is some dating paradise, think again. The truth is, it doesn't matter where you're from. What matters is how well you fit into Japan itself. And if you don't understand the culture, if you don't learn the language, if you don't actually connect on a deeper level, you're just another foreigner passing through. I don't mean to sound like a dick here. I just want you to see the full picture. So the real question isn't just why dating in Japan is nearly impossible. The real question is, are Japanese women even interested in dating at all anymore?
Kind of need to figure out if this is the person that you want to be in a relationship with within the first few days. People always say it's within 3 days. Don't kiss, you don't hold hands, you don't touch, you don't have sex whatsoever. And a lot of time, the guy asks the girl if she wants to become her girlfriend. As they say, this is the confess culture of Japanese dating. And if the girl say yes, they become a couple officially after 3 dates.
Wow, that's actually way different. I can't imagine just, going on 3 dates and then automatically being in a relationship. But man, they say you learn something new every day, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section, do I have any Japanese viewers or anybody that is very familiar with, Japanese culture to confirm or debunk what's going on in this video? I'm definitely going to talk to my cousin about it because, again, like I said, he got married. He found a Japanese wife and he's happy out there. So, but maybe he got lucky. I don't know. Y'all let me know. I really enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed as well. My name is Berto. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Where you at, Berto?